Good afternoon, I'm Jane McDonald.
And I'm Andrew Bartline. Welcome to Murrow News 8. Latah County confirmed 17 new COVID cases, bringing their total up to over 930 since the pandemic began. Over 600 Latah cases have fully recovered. Latah reported one COVID-related death. The positivity rate of COVID testing at Pullman Regional Hospital is staying steady at 8%. 44 positive tests have returned in the past 2-week period ending Tuesday. And it's at the top of your ballot and maybe one of the most controversial. Referendum 90 looks to approve a Senate bill mandating sex education for all Washington public school students. I took a deeper dive to learn more. Becoming a father changed Evan Kuhn's life. Research at WSU is tracking emotional responses throughout this election season, specifically on presidential debate nights. 45 participants were sorted by thirds: Trump supporters, Biden supporters, and undecided. Dr. Paul Bowles of the Murrow College says undecided voters didn't have a large response until the end of the debate, while Biden supporters responded strongly to Trump calling himself, quote, the least racist person in the room, end quote. And Trump supporters responded strongly to personal attacks from both candidates. Dr. Ball says Trump supporters reacted very similarly to research that looks at sport fandom. And perhaps a candidate you didn't even think of, Kanye West. He's made a lot of headlines because of his campaign, but what effect could it have on the rest of the presidential race? Derek Strom filed the report.
As the presidential election,
the Biden campaign is blaming Facebook for a lost $500,000 in fundraising. According to CNN, Facebook suffered technical difficulties during the time the former vice president's political ads were meant to be shown. Facebook denies any of the claims, stating that, quote, no ad was paused or rejected by a person or because of any partisan consideration, end quote. Mayan, give us a brief process about how this whole thing works.
Well, thank you, Andrew. As you know, it's Friday and it's flu shot day today.
Thanks so Mayan. I'm going to be honest, Jane. I feel like I have to get my flu shot now, the dedication.
I have no words. That was absolutely incredible.
I absolutely love it.
What a champ you are. What a champ. Coming up, how your driving could change in the upcoming weeks.
We'll be right back. The Washington State snow tire season is upon us starting Sunday. The studded tire season runs from November 1st to March 31st, weather permitting an extension by the Department of Transportation if needed. And we've got Halloween right around the corner and some good-looking October skies this week. Murrow News 8's Alex Viviano is at the weather wall. Alex, what can we expect here this weekend?
All right, thank you, Alex. Well, Halloween may not look the same, but hey, at least it's going to be sunny, and at least kids might be able to go out a little bit, even if they are masked up. Right, Andrew?
Yeah, I mean, yesterday I actually procrastinated on some work a little bit because I wanted to get the last rays of the year, but they're coming right back after the rain, so
yeah.
It is what it is, I guess. I'll enjoy it.
Back and better than ever. Well, out of our Cougar Sports Corner, how WSU is going to coast with no fans in the stands this football season.
And which retired football player voiced their support for Donald Trump. We'll be right back. Yeah, I think to that Brett Favre story there, it almost reminds me a little bit of Michael Jordan. He used to joke that he wouldn't make political statements because Republicans bought shoes too. I'm always thinking like Democrats buy copper fit, man.
Just remember that this is for all ages, so no overly scary costumes. I'm looking at you, Andrew.
What are you calling me out for?
Well,
throwing me under the bus like that?
I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there for the children at home. And you know, I would call this more bumper to bumper trick-or-treating, less door to door. Wouldn't you agree?
I think I like bumper to bumper.
Bumper to bumper trick-or-treating.
I would love to do it too. Like if I was a kid, I remember I used to go to the dorms at Gonzaga University. And like the kids at the dorms had tons of candy. I think the RAs gave it to them. They would give it to us. You got like the biggest candy bars and all that.
Absolutely.
I hope that this bumper to bumper thing works out in a similar sense. If you can't go door to door, at least get a lot of candy.
I couldn't agree more. Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your day.
What?